Talk about the mindset for teams right now.
Well, if people tell you the standings don't affect the mindset, BA, they're lying. Everyone is asking themselves how they can improve or maintain position. You just don't want to backslide now.
Here's the starting group for Portland. Sharp at the 2 with Avdia playing the 3. Inside, we'll see Kamara and Klingon, and it's Holiday in at the 1. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. This is the first time they've seen Portland this season.
And somewhat surprisingly, the club split their 2 meetings last year.
Yeah, these non-conference matchups are a good measuring stick for a team. Taking on less familiar opponents can tell you a lot.
Now here's Holiday. Boy, he really had an off game against the Wizards. Here's Sharp. He got a piece of it. Fast break. Here comes New York. That's good from Towns on the assist from Anunoby.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Now here's Avdia. A great score, averaging almost 26 a game. Holiday got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, it took them 4 tries to get their first bucket. Let's see if they can build off that.
Brunson against Holiday. And that one's good for Brunson.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Outside Kamara. Portland moving it around. Pass to Sharp. And Anunoby pulls it down.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
Hits the trifecta.
A fantastic three-point shooter. You gotta guard Towns from the corners especially.
Now here's Avdia. There's the triple. And they recover it. Here's Holiday. They get it back. Here's Klingon. Ooh, tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Now here's Towns. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Klingon. And Klingon pulls it down. Blazers trail by 5. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Outside Brunson. The shot won't fall. Some solid defense from Holiday. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
To the inside. Pass to Kamara. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Brunson passes to Hart. Towns on a screen. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
First personal. First team foul. Josh Hart.
What's up?
At the line.
Free throw no good for Hart. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, plenty of anticipation in Portland for this summer when the WNBA will return to the Rose City. The Fire will reclaim the name from Portland's initial 2-year WNBA run from 2000 to 02. And this summer, with the momentum around the league, the hope is that flame will endure.
A new beginning. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. Now here's Towns. He's got 5. Here's Sharp. Outside Kamara. Back to Sharp. Outside Holiday. 4 on the clock. Clinging with a screen. This one for 3. The shot by Holiday, no good.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Bridges feeling it out a little bit. And it's New York scoring again.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
13-6.
Outside Holiday. It's Avdia on the wing. Anunoby covering. Back to Avdia. Lets it fly. Towns with a rebound.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Holiday against Brunson. And the bucket is good. Brunson's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Finding a way through with his quickness, Brunson gets it done in more ways than one.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Wondering how the West is shaping up? Well, the midseason grind is in full force. Let's check out the standings. You look at the Trailblazers. Right now, they're in 9th place. Definitely not the kind of success they envisioned at this point of the season.
When I look at Portland, I really think they've been hit and miss thus far. I mean, they are a playoff-level team, but are they championship level? Probably not.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on them. This is where most people expected them to be. They just don't have the talent to be up there with the contenders.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Portland Trailblazers, in year 3 of a rebuild, wins are hard to come by in the loaded West. But acquiring young, talented players like Denny Avdia is a nice start. He said, quote, "The team is young, we're real athletic, we all compete, everybody wants to work and wants to improve." Back to you.
Young and hungry. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Bridges misses. And it's Holiday with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. 7-point differential. Pass to Klingon. Avdia outside. Fires the 3. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And that one's good.
Well, not really much you can do to stop him there. You want your players to go hard at the bucket like that.
Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. 4-3. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Holiday from long range. And it's New York with a rebound. Anunoby's got his 4th rebound in this one.
His struggles this quarter are self-evident, and the team just continues to suffer for it.
Hart from long range. Sharp grabs the miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Brunson against Holiday. It's Avdia on the wing from outside the arc. Outside Holiday. Pass to Avdia. Puts up a 3. The Knicks with the rebound.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Yep, that one's good.
Well, Towns is a great outside shooter, but I prefer it when he goes to work inside.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. A new lineup here for New York. All right, a moment to check out some numbers for Jeremy Grant. Here's Sissoko. Right now averaging 6 a game. And here's Grant from the arc. The rebound by Shamet.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
And what you like about Jeremy Grant, the consistency from year to year, Stan.
Yeah, B.A., he can shoot it, but defensively, you can put him on the opponent's best scorer. 3 and D and then some. Such a reliable vet for this team.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
Grant the screen. To the paint. The 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Focus, composure. Jeremy Grant isn't one to take reckless shots from three-point range.
Clarkson outside. Shot clock at 5. And it's Portland with a rebound. Defeated by Washington in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It's never easy to win games when you're missing free throws. They had to be better.
Well, if you want to win away from home, quite simply, you have to make your free throws.
Grant's shot is off. Knicks leading by 6. Here's Shamet. Pass to Robinson. Clarkson, right side. And he goes in for the dunk.
What a slam by the 6'3" Clarkson, showing he's still got some ups.
Love inside. McBride covers. That one's good. Reith.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. McBride passes to Clarkson. Fires the 3. And it's Reith with the rebound. Blazers trail by 6. Now here's Grant. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. High arcing shot. He can't hit that time. And that does it for the first quarter. New York out in front, up by 6. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
Well, I've also really loved watching them connect from the in-between area. I mean, they're finding ways to do damage consistently from there.
They've got Jordan Clarkson. Landry Shamet is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Miles McBride, and it's Robinson in at the 5 down low. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Now here's Love. No points so far. Sissoko. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Nice pass. It's good to see Grant getting others involved.
New York leading by 4. Pass to Shamet. Towns outside. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
Defensive foul, charge 2.
And when you're trying to slow down a great score, there are those shots you just got to live with, Stan.
Well, look, B.A., you can't take away everything, particularly from the great players. I think when you're game planning, what you have to decide is just that. What can you live with and what do you want to take away? And you try to just make those great players a little bit less efficient. You're not going to shut them down, but maybe you can make them a little bit less efficient.
The Knicks have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Outside McBride. Towns, left side. And stolen by Williams. Here's Sissoko. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
McBride with it. Still no points. Towns a screen on Sharp. Here's McBride. That three's off the mark. And so Grant will bring it up for the Trailblazers. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. It's not going to go for them. Knicks leading by 5. Pass to Clarkson. Here's Towns. Fires from deep. And the basket by Shamet. Shamet's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Grant outside. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. It's hauled in by Robinson.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
McBride passes to Clarkson. Towns outside. Three-pointer. And it's Reith with the rebound. Blazers trail by 8. And really the heartbeat of this Knicks team is Jalen Brunson, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., the lifeblood both on the court and his willingness to take less on his contract, giving them the leeway to enhance their talent.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. So for the Knicks, OG Anunoby's checked in for Shamet. Bridges comes in for Clarkson. And Brunson is subbed in for McBride. And also a switch here for Portland. Deni Avdia's checked in for Williams. Now here's Anunoby. A 26-point game for him in the win against the Raptors in Toronto.
Wow, and the amount of turnovers he forced as well. Very aggressive on the defensive end.
Blazers trail by 8. Avdia passes to Sharp. Avdia screen on Brunson. Sharp, no good.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
All talent there from Bridges.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Pass to Reith. And here's Avdia. Takes the 3. Fires in the triple. Avdia's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Anunoby. Now here's Towns. For 3. Towns making his mark from long range.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Avdia passes to Grant. Avdia screen on Towns. Here's Grant. And it's New York with a rebound.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's Sissoko. Pass to Sharp. Now Avdia. Anunoby covering. Portland moving it around. Grant in the post. Towns on him. Grant's shot is off.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Robinson. Here's Brunson. There's the 3. 4-3. Brunson nails it.
And we've begun to see their three-point shooting slip a little this quarter.
So it's Portland now, down by 15. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And looking at the Blazers stand, how impressed have you been with their development?
Well, very impressed, especially with the strong finish to last season. They were not interested in bottoming out for better draft odds. And with the talent already on their roster, there's plenty of room for optimism.
Hart's checked in for Robinson. Then for Portland, Klingon. He's checked in for Reith. Kamara comes in for Grant, and Holiday subbed in for Sissoko.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Now here's Anunoby. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. Towns gets the bucket.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Kamara with it. He's covered by Hart. Will it go? The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Anunoby can't get it to go. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Sharp. Holiday against Brunson. And the basket by Holiday.
Yeah, foul line down is where Holiday does a lot of his best work.
Outside Hart. Holiday against Brunson. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Now here's Sharp, coming off a 31-point game against Washington. Again, Holiday missing.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Brunson passes to Towns. And the 3 off target. Blazers trail by 18. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Holiday from long range. Again, Holiday missing. And the Knicks shooting 56% for the second quarter. Brunson against Holiday. Bridges outside. Three-pointer off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Outside Kamara. Back to Holiday. Here's Sharp. Portland, no good that time either.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Blazers trail by 20. Holiday passes to Avdia. Back to Holiday. Outside Kamara. Pass to Sharp. There's a screen by Kamara. Sharp, no good.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Avdia against Anunoby. To the middle. Here's Towns. That one doesn't drop. Clinging with a defensive effort. Holiday surveying the floor. Pass to Klingon. Here's Kamara. He's covered by Hart. Klingon with a screen. Here's Holiday. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up in.
And the shot goes in. Hart's got his second basket.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Back to Holiday. Klingon with a screen. Three-pointer Sharp. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And as a rebounder, Klingon is probably more advanced at the offensive end at this point.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Portland. And over the last 10 games, these are the guys who have been the most aggressive going after rebounds. Boy, you got to appreciate that effort. Donovan Klingon, number 1. Second, Karl Anthony Towns.
And you got to love watching them go to work on the boards. These two just put on their hard hats and go after any rebound they can get.
Now here's Hart. He had 22 in the win against the Raptors in Toronto.
And with all the attention he drew offensively, he did a great job of just kicking to the open man.
Basket counts.
They have no answer defensively inside.
If they're going to go on a run, Grant, there's no better time than right now.
You're so right, B.A. I think they definitely expected a closer game than this.
Avdia can't get it to go.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Spins. Brunson. Some solid defense from Holiday.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Avdia passes to Holiday. Back to Avdia. Fires for three. Connects from downtown. Avdia's got 6 points.
After hitting 0 threes in the first half, he's got a couple now. You can see the confidence building. Things have changed for him this quarter. It's starting to go his way.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Kamara. Now here's Grant. He's covered by Hart.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
And so it's the New York Knicks. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
And you know, for that matchup against the Lakers, don't let a lack of focus steal one from you. Overlooking lesser opponents, but that's when they come in and bite you.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Knicks. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
New York leading by 21. Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. Inside, we'll see Kamara and Klingon. Sharp at the 2 with Avdia playing the 3. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position.
Sticking with it. Towns wanted that bucket.
New York shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. And that one falls for Towns.
Well, when your big can contribute from the line like Towns, you gotta like your chances.
Sharp, a screen on Brunson. Three-pointer, Holiday drains the triple. Holiday's gotten his third basket of the night.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Here's Towns. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Holiday, a screen on Bridges. Outside Sharp. Looking to get it going. Avdia against Anunoby. Just 2 to shoot. Fires from the wing. And it's Portland scoring again.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
A bit of a shocker during the summer of 2024. Denny Avdia getting traded from Washington to Portland.
Yeah, and from one young team to another, B.A., Denny was just 24 when he got moved and fetched 2 first-round picks, 2 seconds, a big haul.
Now here's Holiday. 7 points in the game. Sharp passes to Holiday. Back to Sharp. Beyond the arc. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got his 5th rebound in this one. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, all defensive guard Drew Holiday talked about guarding some of the younger players coming into the league, and he said the game has changed significantly. They morphed with it. They're quick, athletic, and they all play the game a lot differently than when I came into the league. Back over to you, Brian.
A new day. Allie, thank you. Now here's Sharp. He's been an important part of this offense, averaging around 22 points a game. Pass to Kamara. Avdia outside. The shot misses. Nice D from Bridges. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. The kick out to Brunson. Towns outside. Lets it go from deep. And again, the Knicks missing.
He hasn't found the range lately. It's wild to think he had 3 triples there in the first half.
Anunoby against Holiday. Here's the 3. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Brunson to stop the drought. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Now Sharp. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Hits a 3-pointer. Kamara's got 9.
Their 3-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Outside Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Towns, left side. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, Towns is sort of a rhythm scorer. He's been in a groove tonight, and his team recognizes that. They keep calling his number.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Outside Holiday. Portland moving it around. Clinging with a screen. Lets it fly. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Outside Brunson. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Avdia's got his 4th rebound in this one. Holiday passes to Sharp. Back to Holiday. The 3 is up. Towns with a rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Here's Brunson outside. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Sharp. And he jams it home with authority.
Well, it seems like all of these guys come into the league now with great handles, and Sharp is no exception.
Brunson taking his time here. Just 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot here. Anunoby can't get it to go. Blazers trail by 18. Pass to Klingon. It's Sharp on the wing. Klingon with a screen. Inside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Some nice signs of progress for the Blazers last season.
And from that, renewed contracts for head coach Chauncey Billups and the front office. This is a young team that competes and shows a bright future.
No good on that one. And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Grant.
Yes, indeed, B.A. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see. Yet known for his size and defense, Klingon has the potential to be a very effective two-way player in this league.
Pass to Towns. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Towns has got 29 points.
Well, he's been a lot of their offense, and the numbers certainly show it.
Holiday from long range, and it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Here's Bridges. Outside Hart. And counted from 12 feet. Hart's got 8 points.
Hey, that's the goal. Generate high percentage looks.
Pass to Klingon. And here's Holiday. Brunson defending. That's good from Holiday on the assist from Sharp. Holiday's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Knocks down the triple.
Yeah, a dead-eye shooter. Don't expect Brunson to miss many of those.
Right side, Kamara. Back to Holiday. And it's New York with a rebound. And they're running. Here's Towns. No good there. Nice D from Avdia. The Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Down low. Here's Holiday. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. 11 points in the game.
Well, Holiday is one of the strongest guards in the league. He can handle the contact.
Brunson against Holiday. Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there. And the layup is good off the glass. Brunson's got 20.
And no matter how the D's coming at him tonight, Brunson has adapted. And that's what great scorers do. They figure it out.
Now here's Klingon. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Outside Hart. Pass to Bridges. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Kamara. For Portland, they've gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this third quarter. Sharp, no good. New York leading by 22. Outside Hart. Brunson against Holiday. Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. Some solid defense from Holiday. Well, Portland's shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. Takes a 3. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 8 rebounds in the game. The Knicks shooting a nice 50% for the game. Anunoby can't get it to go. The Trailblazers shooting a disappointing 38%. Pass to Klingon. Bridges against Sharp. Stolen by Bridges. Now it's Hart. From behind the arc. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Avdia from outside. And it's New York with a rebound. Hart's got 9 rebounds now. Pass to Bridges. Outside Brunson. 1:21 left in the third quarter. Count it.
And I respect the strategy. Despite the sizable lead, you got to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at it. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
Now here's Klingon. Holiday from long range. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Anunoby passes to Brunson. Back to Anunoby. Left side Hart. And a deep 3 from Towns. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got his 16th rebound on the night. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Three-pointer, Holiday. Trailblazers keep it alive. And here's Sharp. 6 points for him. 5 on the clock. Back to Kamara. Avdia from outside. Hart pulls it in. Outside Brunson. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for New York. A tremendous... Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Miles McBride. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Clarkson in at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Now here's Grant, and misses it off the right side of the rim. On the wing, Clarkson from the arc. Drills it from deep.
Clarkson playing the percentages in that short corner.
Well, the Trailblazers shooting only 29% in this one. Not great. Love inside. McBride covers. And it's Love missing. And here's New York now. Here's Clarkson. Out of bounds. It'll be Trailblazers ball.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
Grant, the pass to Love. Portland moving it around. Here's Sharp. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And his athleticism is big for Sharp in the post. And he can finish with either hand as well. So he'll get a lot of points down low there in his career.
Now here's Towns. Towns double team. Here's Shamet. Outside McBride. The three ball. Nails it from three. McBride's got his first 3 points of the game.
The defense was just nowhere to be found.
Oh,
look out!
Wow!
Oh, my goodness. He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. New York has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Clarkson against Sharp. Stolen by Sharp. On the take. Lays it up and banks it in. Sharp's got 4 points this quarter.
The burst. Man, Sharp can go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
Pass to Shamet. And they say that leadership starts at the top, Stan. How does great ownership and the front office permeate an organization?
Well, you're absolutely right, PA. Leadership starts at the top. And the best owners in this league go out and get great people, and then they empower them. They don't micromanage. They get people to work and use their expertise to build the organization.
Here's Shamet. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
For Portland, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Clarkson against Sharp. Comes up empty down low.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Towns for 3. Portland with a rebound. Sharp's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the inside. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
2.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And also the number of points they've scored in the paint has been impressive. This coaching staff encouraging them to keep going inside.
Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Pass to Sissoko. Back to Sharp. Here's Reith. Outside Sharp. 5 to shoot. Now Avdia. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
Here's McBride. New York again can't hit. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. To the left side wing. Outside Sharp. Outside for Grant. Launches a 3. Again, the miss by Portland. The Knicks have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Grant. McPorty's checked in for New York. Kolek comes in for Shamet. Then for Portland, Klingon. He's checked in for Reith. Kamara comes in for Grant. And Holiday subbed in for Sissoko. Here's Clarkson. Pass to Kolek. Outside McBride. From downtown. Pure from three-point range.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And here's Klingon to the left wing. Outside Holiday. Now Sharp. Fades. Just 5 on the clock. Great positioning on the putback.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points. Here's Ukporty. And there's a foul. It'll go on to Monty Kamara. That'll be a second foul of the game. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Graham.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
And the Knicks making a change here. Yabusele's checked in. Now here's Clarkson. Avdia pulls it in. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Nice focus. Sharp wanted that bucket inside, so he went and got it.
Here's Kolek. Pass to McBride. Yabusele outside. Back to McBride. Launches it. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Now Avdia. The 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Here's Kolek. Pass to Clarkson. Three-pointer. Robinson tips it back in.
Beautiful effort on that tip in. High activity level is part and parcel of his game.
Avdia outside. Outside Sharp. They grab their own miss. Here's Klingon. Second chance effort. And he sinks the layup.
And a high-effort play from Klingon, using his power to overcome the interior defense.
Here's Kolek. He's covered by Holiday. Pass to Yabusele. Outside McBride. From deep. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Here's Sharp. Uses the glass on the layup.
For him, it's been a tale of two halves. He's starting to make an impact now.
New York leading by 23. Here's Kolek. Portland with a rebound. Klingon's. Avdia against Robinson. Three-pointer. Holiday nails it from beyond the arc.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Knicks shooting 33%. This hasn't been their quarter. Back to Clarkson. Well, Coach, the younger generation in the NBA just continues to get better and better.
Yeah, it's like anything, BA. I mean, evolution is something that's real, right? People evolve and get better and build on the people ahead of them. You learn from the people ahead of you. The players watch guys as they grow up, and then they learn to do things. The next generation learns from them, and the skill level just continues to improve.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
This has been one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen. What's incredible is he has no off switch, just a tremendous motor, and he's making an impact on every single possession. And look at him. You think it's just another game. He is totally in control of his emotions.
Well, you know, he'd been struggling lately. This one was a big one for him. He roared back, made sure to snap that cold streak tonight. Now Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Klingon with a screen. From deep. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Well, in the two-man game, Holiday stays under control and picks his spot.
Here's Hart. It's tipped. Bridges against Sharp. Holiday outside. Avdia up top. Releases. Goes again. And he cashes it in on the layup.
At 7'2", Klingon is very comfortable in the paint, and he can just own that area.
A minute 39 left in the fourth quarter. Towns a screen on Holiday. Brunson. Yes! Using that window.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Knicks.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And you look at their record after tonight, 30 wins on the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And what a huge performance it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
No good. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Sharp. Look at the footwork. Getting himself open. Here's Brunson. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Ready off the pass. He lays it in. It's a 13-point game.
77.
And so New York takes this one by a big margin. A competitive game, you have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.